Welcome to Apikali. Today we're going to talk about how to set up your change table. I do know a few members of our team spend a lot of time on YouTube looking at how to set up change tables, so it sort of got me thinking how we have done it. And I think one of the biggest things you need to think about for your change table is it has to be adaptable to your child's age. So this change table was specially made for Abigail as she got bigger and longer, and we had to keep changing her little tush. So let's start right at the beginning, and that's a newborn. So for a newborn, they're not really rolling around or moving, so changing their bum is a little bit easier, but you're changing it more often, and you really need all those things in reach quickly, so you don't need to leave the change table. So if you're using cloth nappies, we used to keep our cloth nappies on the top in a corner and just have them ready to go when we're ready to change baby's bum. You also need any sort of nappy rash creams or powders, have them there ready to go as well. Don't put the lid on really tight, just leave it a little bit loose so that you can, when it's time to come, just quickly undo it, put it on and put the lid back on. Have your wipes up top as well. You can choose to have wet wipes ready to go, which is really good for a newborn because you are changing so often. But if your baby is older, consider just having them on the side and then wetting them as you go. And then obviously your dirty pail as well. Have your liners, if you're using them, whether reusable or disposable, ready to go as well. So that's for a newborn. You just got to be prepared, ready to go, and do it quickly. With an older baby, your change table setup will change. It depends on the developmental level of your baby. Some babies may roll earlier, around 3 to 4 months. Some may roll later, sitting up, walking. So at this stage, it's okay to have your powders and creams still on the table, but make sure the lid's on, because then we'll most probably want to pick it up and give it a shake. We do suggest taking off any water pails, and if you have a shelf, put them up higher, or you can put them underneath your change table. You can keep your fresh pail on your change table and just wet the wipes as you go. At this stage, you may need also a change mat because their poos are a little bit more, particularly if they're on solids. They tend to stain a bit easier, so a change mat, 2 or 3 of these can help protect the top of your change table. We also add, under one, we keep the nappies on top as well, just because it's easier and more accessible. Also, Bub usually likes to roll over and grab a nappy and pass you one. Couple of quick tips, have a couple of toys ready for this age group, just under 1. Your last age bracket is around the toilet training age. At this age, there aren't as many cloth nappy changes. You'll find you'll be using less cloth nappies, less wipes, less cream, less everything, which is just fantastic because there's less washing. Change table setup at this age, usually they understand do not touch. If they don't, you may need to move more things off the table. So we found at one stage with Nathan, we had to take everything off the table apart from our wipes. If you need to do that, do that. So at this age, you need to adapt to your child and what they're doing and what they find interesting. So don't be scared to find another way of changing your child, another way of setting it up. Between each of the kids, we've had the change table set up lots of different ways. So for Nathan, we took everything off the table. For Alistair, he's fine. We can put anything on the table and he will leave it alone. Daniel, he just kept talking to us, because that's Daniel. And Abigail, well, she's now developmentally 9 months to 10 months old, even though she is 9. She likes to grab, so she'll roll over and grab something. So we now actually have the change table set up, so there's nearly nothing on there, so she doesn't grab something and hurt herself. So it's really about adapting to your child's developmental stage and going with the flow, but also make sure, just remember change time should be fun. It is gross, But have some toys there, have a couple of things, and it's really a lovely time to spend with your baby. It's really one-on-one. They like to look at you and they like to smile and giggle and have conversations. So enjoy that and just be free and dynamic with your change table.